Thank you, Mike. That's a group of fine Rotarians and fine Americans, and we owe them a great deal for helping our club to gain the status of where it is today. Now, this next part is going to be kind of fun because we're going to set a record today. We're going to set a record by an achievement that our club needs to be very proud of. Typically, we introduce one or two members, but today we're going to introduce 10. We're going to achieve new heights. Now, in order to do this, we've got to be somewhat coordinated. So I'm going to ask the sponsors and the members to come to the stage right here, and then we're going to have Darlene help me a bit. But I'm going to start off because I have a new member that I am introducing. And then I'm going to ask each sponsor to step up in line, introduce your new member, and then we'll conclude the ceremony by a formal induction for me. So hold your applause until the end, please. The new member that I'm introducing is Victor Prorak de Varma. And Victor has quite an impressive resume. Did not really know what he wanted to do in life. So his education is quite broad. He started out as training as a classical pianist at Moscow University. And after giving that a try, he must get bored easily because then he decided to pursue an education in electrical engineering and computer science in Switzerland and in French, by the way. Obviously, Victor speaks multiple languages. He then pursued his MBA and PhD in economics in Germany. So, if anyone is language challenged, please see Victor. Currently, he is at the Curie Law, where he does personality profiling. He is married to his lovely wife, Danielle. And what he told me is that when he met Danielle, it was love at first sight, that he immediately decided he was going to stay in the United States for the rest of his life. And she is a wonderful person who's changed his life and kept him here. I asked him, did he have any hobbies? He said, everyone's been asking him, does he play golf? And he said he and Danielle at this time do not play golf, but they will be playing golf in the future. Victor Prorak de Varma.
There's a lot of energy in that mic, Roland. Thank you. It is my pleasure today to introduce to our club David Zupancic. I've known David for about 4 years, and actually David's actual sponsor is Denny O'Brien, and there's a little bit of confusion about whether or not Denny would be in town today, but Denny, thank you so much for sponsoring David. David has served as Associate Director of Development for the Denver Center for the Performing Arts since the year 2000. The not-for-profit organization serves as an umbrella for two presence-producing divisions, the Denver Center Attractions, which is a national touring Broadway show, and the Tony Award-winning Denver Center Theater Company. Prior to that, he served as Program and Marketing Director for the Union Colony of Civic Center in Greeley, Colorado, and as Associate Director for the Sangre de Cristo Arts and Conference Center in Pueblo, Colorado. David is a graduate of Colorado State University in Pueblo in 1981 and received his MA from the University of Northern Colorado. David also has done a lot of civic involvement here in Denver. He is involved with Larimer Square Arts Association, the advisory board member, Downtown Denver Partnership as a leadership program, that was the class of 2006, and then also the Scientific Cultural Facilities District, representing the Denver Center for the Performing Arts at meetings with the Denver Art Museum, Denver Botanic Gardens, and the Denver Museum of Natural Science, Natures and Science, excuse me. It is my pleasure to introduce David as an Artist Club. He's a past Rotarian, a great community leader, and involved in philanthropy here in Denver. He's also a huge college football fan, enjoys traveling immensely, and also enjoys studying independent film. David Zupancic.
afternoon. It's Rod Reiner. Who's got the clock today? Okay, I got Steve Zonke here. Pleased to introduce him to you. He's working at the Resource Center out on the west side of town, and his occupation is Major Plan Giving and Capital Campaign Manager. He's graduated from the University of Wisconsin, and his major in that situation was to Bachelor of Science in Resource Management. Friends, he belongs to, still involved with several other organizations besides Rotary. Friends of the Prairie, and that has to do with the Native Americans, and then the Native American Elder Fund. John Jude is not here right now, but he's the life partner, and he belongs with their loves to do writing, complementary to traditional music, traditional medicine, and then pottery. This is Steve Zonke.
I'm very pleased to be here to introduce Lynn Dawson as a new member. Lynn is probably one of the most traveled people I know, which is saying a lot in this group. She and her husband love to travel nationally and internationally to learn about other cultures. Lynn is currently COO of a company called EPI, which helps organizations improve performance of their staff through customized training and development. Prior to that, she had over 20 years of experience, including CEO of 3 hospitals and 2 physician practices, turning around underperforming facilities, developing new businesses, and sustaining growth in competitive markets. Lynn got her master's degree from UNC, a master's in counseling psychology. She is married to Carl Dawson, who is a real estate salesman for over 30 years with RE/MAX. And I think the pride of her life is her son, Michael, who graduated from Stanford this past month. And in fact, she is getting on a plane at 8:30 tonight to fly to Spain to see him.
My name is Steve Bass, and it gives me great pleasure to be able to introduce our newest and another large member of the Denver Rotary Club, Doug Hoagie. Doug is Senior Vice President with Colorado Business Bank. He's been in banking since he graduated from Wartburg College in Waverly, Iowa, which, interestingly enough, is near the small town of Denver, Iowa, in the northeast section of the state. Doug is also a graduate of the School of Banking at Rutgers University. He moved to Denver in 1981 to join then Central Bank. So having been in banking in Denver for nearly 30 years, I'm sure Doug can answer any of your who bought whom questions about banking in Denver. Doug's wife, Elsa, is a native of Frankfurt, Germany. She recently retired after having worked for U.S. Bank and its predecessors for 25 years. As a matter of fact, Doug and Elsa met in loan committee at U.S. Bank. They have 2 daughters who are both in the Denver area. Sandy is an auditor with Omaha Mutual, and Priscilla is working on her master's degree in psychology at CU. Doug and Elsa have 3 grandchildren who are also in Denver. Doug's interests include most anything to do with the outdoors and reading. He enjoys hiking, biking, and golf, but he wanted to make it clear that his golf game could use lots of improvement. So I guess it makes him even with everybody else in this room who plays golf.